Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. And just like that, the bottom of the market fell right out from under us. Yesterday, as you guys may remember, I was talking about the XRP trend, higher lows, higher highs. Well, that was broken yesterday, but it wasn't broken based on XRP news, which, when I saw the chart, I was like, uh-oh, what happened? I had to look at the chart to realize that some big piece of news did come out. And of course, what it was that the SEC is suing Binance. So we're going to get into that. First of all, I just want to say on the XRP chart, even though we did see a bit of a downturn yesterday, I mean, the entire market did see some red, XRP is actually faring okay. We are hitting this level of support that we saw back on June the 1st. So that was only on Thursday. So yeah, I mean, we lost 5 days of price appreciation, but just going back to the price that we saw XRP back then, as of today, XRP is trading just under 51 cents at 0.509. And so again, we did see that price reflected back on Thursday, June the 1st. So coming out of this level of support, but I mean, this is going on across the entire market. We got Bitcoin here down a little bit too. Bitcoin right now trading at around 25,700 per coin. I mean, I guess we should bring this up to give you guys a better snapshot here. Bitcoin is down 3.6% in the last 24 hours. We got Ethereum down 2.4%. BNB coin, which is a big one because Binance was the exchange that was particularly targeted. It's down 7.28%. XRP down 4%. Cardano down 5%. Dogecoin down 6%. Solana down 7.2%. So a sea of red right now for crypto, but it is because of this panic selling that is occurring in the market right now because the SEC has now decided to take on another case. The US SEC has called 12 token securities. Most notably, the regulator did not mention Ethereum. So interesting that the block is also noting that Ethereum was not on the list, which does support the XRP community's theory, the ETHgate theory. The SEC today explicitly called 12 token securities in a lawsuit against Binance, its CEO Changpeng Zhao, and Binance US. So make note, guys, this is only happening in Binance US, which is not the bigger, broader Binance exchange. However, it is affecting the market. At least the initial news has been those 12 tokens are BNB coin, BUSD, Solana, Cardano, Polygon or Matic, Filecoin, FIL, Cosmos Hub, Atom, the Sandbox, SAND, Decentraland, MANA, Algorand, which is Algo, which they already had targeted in another lawsuit, Axie Infinity AXS, and COTI, COTI. Here is a quote. Since the Binance platform's launch, defendants have made available for trading on them crypto assets that are offered and sold as investment contracts and thus as securities, the SEC said in the lawsuit regarding these 12 tokens, adding that the list is not exhaustive. Notably, the SEC did not name Ethereum as a security in the lawsuit. In April, SEC Chair Gary Gensler refused to say whether Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, was a security. During a nearly 5-hour hearing earlier this year, Gensler told the New York Magazine that everything other than Bitcoin is a security. So it's going to be hard for them to continue to dodge the question of Ethereum. However, it looks as though they have no problem naming these particular coins. So Metal Lawman here also bringing us the news. The SEC complaint identifies 10 tokens that they deem unregistered securities. So I've been looking around Twitter and I've been, kind of gauging people's sentiment. And I know some of you guys may hold some of these coins. And so, we talked a little bit about Algorand in this particular case. Guys, here's my thought. Because the SEC is going so hard on, so many of these cryptocurrencies at this point, I think personally, this is a bit of a blip on the crypto radar. I don't think these coins will necessarily be hindered too much in this upcoming bull run. And the reason I say that is because, the SEC now is really spreading their resources thin. So, you go and you attack every single cryptocurrency. There's only so much that exchanges are going to do, and only so many coins that exchanges are going to delist. And here's a great example. When XRP was named, it was very easy for the exchanges to say, okay, that's one coin, we're going to delist this coin, and hopefully everything will be honky-dory from now on. But now the SEC is coming out and suing everything under the sun. So you really think exchanges are going to be like, okay, so let's delist this and this and this and that and this and that, right? We already heard news from the SEC the other week, and although Algorand in particular, I'm going to point this out, has been decimated quite hard, I don't actually think any exchanges have decided to delist Algorand in particular, and I'm only using that example because the SEC has already come out and targeted Algorand. So what are exchanges going to do with regards to these coins? If you're an exchange in the US and you already list these coins, is this going to be a problem moving forward? I personally don't think so. And guys, the reason I think that is because the crypto market is global. And guys, we have to remember this is only happening in the United States. So we are going to continue seeing volume. And this is why my $5 a month Patreon is focusing on diversification. I've already picked a bunch of coins, okay? 10 to 15, maybe 20. We're going to see what else comes up. And here, guys, I have diversified into these coins. I'm going to post my trades on the day that they occur. This spec run is going to be interesting, I gotta say. So yes, I mean, on top of the Algorands and the VeChains and the XRPs, I do hold some other coins that I don't talk about on this channel. So if you guys are interested in following my trading journey this bull run, it is only $5 a month. And, you know, I've been getting a lot of subscribers, and now, maybe now more than ever, I will be seeing more just because the market, the uncertainty. But this is an exciting time. And guys, I don't think this is a red flag for crypto. I think this is another opportunity to down cost average or to, you know, maybe get into some cryptocurrencies that are going to provide some solid gains in this coming bull run. So this from Tony Edward here, guys, the official announcement from the SEC. The crypto assets traded on the Binance.com platform and Binance.us platforms includes assets that were offered and sold as securities. And again, they name off all those assets there. Funny, I mean, considering 2 years ago, Jeremy Hogan, I'm sure you guys remember this video, gave Binance token an 8.5 out of 10 SEC danger rating. So this tweet here, retweeted out by Johnny at Sugarcoat here on Twitter. Jeremy Hogan giving us the warning 2 years ago.
Is the SEC likely to go after the Binance coin as a security? Well, Binance already has a history with US regulators, and the issue was that Binance was never designed to even operate in the US, but US consumers, being very savvy and smart, found a way around that, and were trading on Binance by making friends with a person in China who would make the trades for them. Just kidding. We were using VPN routers to mask our location. Now, imagine that, US citizens having to act like we are in China in order to engage in capitalism. In any case, Binance recently launched Binance US and submitted to our government regulation. As of 2 hours ago, you can buy, sell Binance coin on the US site, so we can analyze it under the Howey test. First, is there investment of money? Yes, you buy the coins. And where did the coins come from? Well, Binance had a genuine initial coin offering, an ICO, in 2017. Now, this is the exact thing that Chairman Clayton and new SEC Chairman Gensler have basically said is an investment contract. And here's how that looked. There you can see that the founders of Binance received 40% of the tokens and are now billionaires. 50% was sold to the public, ostensibly some of that was sold to American investors, and 10% went to angels. Not that type of angel. I think actually angels might be code for bribe money in China. In any case, this is not looking good, and to make matters worse, the control of the Binance coin is very centralized. In fact, in order to maintain the value of the coin, Binance buys back and burns coins every quarter, and even said in its white paper that the purpose of doing so was to keep the coins scarce and valuable. So there was an investment of money made to build and upgrade the platform and exchange. There is a common enterprise in which Binance is actively involved in promoting the coin and increasing its value. The only thing that Binance has going for it is that it's a utility token and will gain value from its utility. But even that is tied to the centralized Binance platform, and that meets the third prong of the Howey test. For those reasons, we have lots of strong arguments that the Binance coin is a security, and it gets an 8.5 legal briefs danger rating. Funny, I used to have a 1986 Honda 4-cylinder, and that's exactly how the speedometer looked.
So there you go. Jeremy Hogan was warning us in 2021. I wanted to bring up Binance coin real quickly here because despite this recent news, you would think that the Binance token would have fared poorly yesterday. But I mean, zooming out on the chart here, you can see, I mean, it's down a little bit, but, you know, not that much compared to what one may have assumed. I mean, let's just look at this real quickly here. It's only down 8.6%. So, I mean, yeah, it's down, but the entire crypto market is down, and it is still maintaining support, this support level that we're seeing here that we saw back on March 9th of this year. So Binance, despite the fact that, you know, it has been labeled a security, still maintaining. Johnny here saying, you know, they're saving Tether for the finale of the next bull run. The entire industry gets legitimized, and you can try to get your 8% return on investment in a year. in crypto like they did with stocks. And I mean, this is kind of the way it is going. A Key Young Jew here posting this. SEC sues Binance, but no major withdrawals from Binance. Users' balance are increasing, actually. So to give you guys some metrics based on, sentiment that's actually going on behind the scenes, user sentiment, user balances are increasing. And here are just a couple of charts. Bitcoin exchange reserves from Binance and Ethereum exchange reserves from Binance. You can see those really haven't dropped. James Bull here also posting this. So the SEC lawsuit against Binance only affects Binance.us, which only makes up 2% of its volume. So that is the other thing here. Binance is getting sued in the United States, but their bigger exchange is the global exchange with $12 billion in volume versus $250 million in volume. So this is just it, right? Perspective. The Binance coin is not faring any worse than any other cryptocurrency in the market right now. Even, the coins that have been named like ADA, are down a little bit, like I said, but still maintaining support, guys. I mean, I think this is another scare tactic coming from the US SEC in order to scare people out of crypto. So again, I mean, the market is down, maybe a good opportunity to purchase more. Metalawman here also giving us his synopsis. The SEC complaint against Binance appears to solve the mystery of why Brian Brooks abruptly resigned as CEO of Binance in 2021. CZ allegedly reneged on promises that Brooks would be given autonomy to run Binance.us independently from Binance. So that was I guess that was the rumor. Brian Brooks, if you guys don't remember, did leave Binance. He was there for like 6 weeks, but it could have been 6 months. I don't remember exactly, but he was there briefly and then he left. The complaint cites an unnamed source who ran Binance.us briefly in 2021. We know from the dates in the complaints that the source must be Brian Brooks, who ran Binance US. Okay, it was for 3 months in mid-2021. The complaint quotes testimony Brooks gave about his brief stint as CEO. Brooks testified that CZ broke promises made to him in the recruitment process. As Brooks puts it, I realized, I'm not actually the one running the company, and the mission that I believe I signed up for isn't the mission. And as I realized that, I left. The quick departure was a wise move by Brooks as he was able to exit with his reputation intact, and he is now positioned as a witness rather than a target of the SEC enforcement action. Brooks, a former comptroller of the currency, is a respected proponent of crypto. So we know Brian Brooks. We all love Brian Brooks, and we were all wondering why he had left. Catherine Coley was another figure associated with Binance.us who kind of just left mysteriously as well. Well, this article was from back in March, so before this all happened, ex-Binance US CEO Catherine Coley hires an attorney for the CFTC lawsuit. And maybe she might need an attorney for this lawsuit as well. I guess we will have to wait and see. So back to the question of if this is really, a permanent worry that we should be holding with regards to cryptocurrency. I know it is a big exchange, and I know people are probably, holding some of these major cryptocurrencies: Solana, ADA, Matic, Filecoin, Atom, Sand, Mana, Algorand, AXS, Coty. But guys, here's what you really have to remember from Timothy Peterson here. All SEC enforcement actions are civil. They're not criminal. They sue to get fines, and a judge can order the defendant stop breaking the law. That's it. No jail, no SWAT raids, nothing like that. So it's a shakedown and politicized suppression action, part of Operation Choke Point 2.0. So you got to remember that, right? The U.S. is in the process of regulating cryptocurrency. So if you hold cryptocurrency, it's not going anywhere. If anything, it's going to be regulated, and money is going to be pouring into this asset class very, very soon. Again, just looking at the total market cap chart here on the daily. So this is all of cryptocurrency. We are technically still making higher lows, even with the bad news that just came down the pipe. Okay, so just remember, the exchanges are now the ones that are being targeted. So this has to do with Operation Choke Point 2.0. Binance has a minimal presence in the US, so US investors are hardly impacted. Number 3, the US has almost no way of practically enforcing any ruling. Binance operates outside the US and may do so as it pleases. It's doubtful the US could even collect any fines. Therefore, international investors are hardly impacted. To win its case, the SEC must prove that certain tokens are in fact securities. This means definitions, etc., in a way that is supported by a preponderance of the evidence. This is a difficult hurdle to overcome. The Ripple XRP case plays into this directly. And of course, the worst outcome is that the SEC wins, and there is a court-approved template for applying securities laws to crypto. I think at this point, though, they're going to have a really hard time with that. Opens paths going forward. P.S. I should add that the U.S. Supreme Court greatly limited the fines that the SEC can collect regarding disgorgement. Whatever the fine may be, CZ and Binance can certainly afford it. It is pocket change to them. So another scare tactic, guys, maybe a blessing in disguise for those of you who are looking to cost average down your cryptocurrencies, or maybe get into some new cryptocurrencies. And again, for only $5 a month, you guys can see my trade picks for this coming bull run. Diversification is quintessential because of this exact type of thing. Want to move on though? Kaleo here, the SEC is coming out swinging with Binance. Now, I did not see this statement. Apparently, the SEC has them on record stating this. US SEC today, we charge Binance, the US-based affiliate BAM Trading Services, which together with Binance operates Binance.us, and their founder Changpeng Zhao with a variety of security laws violations. Here's what they're quoting the Binance chief compliance officer in 2018. We are operating an effing unlicensed security exchange in the USA, bro. That's what Binance Chief Compliance Officer apparently stated to Changpeng Zhao in 2018. So it looks like the SEC is coming out swinging. And so should we be worried? Well, straight up XRP posting this. Listen, CZ, there's a trick I learned from Bill Hinman and the SEC. Just tell your lawyers to articulate that the COO's statement wasn't the position of Binance, but just his personal opinion, so you can deny that it was actually him making the statement. Boom goes the dynamite. A legal loophole. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I like that one. I know we're being a little bit funny now. Also in 2018, from Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unboxed, 3/4 of the market is non-securities, just a commodity, cash, crypto, etc. And that was also stated by Gary Gensler in 2018. So, I mean, the market is very different today than it was back then. Charles Hoskinson here also weighing in on this. And we know Cardano was one of those tokens that has been affected. This is Charles Hoskinson's baby. He says, with respect to Binance, I'm reading through the SEC complaint. It's over 130 pages, but seems like the next in a series of steps to implement Choke Point 2.0 in the United States. The end goal is an agenda-based CBDC partnered with a handful of massive banks and end-to-end control over every aspect of your financial life. So, Charles is not a dumb guy. He gets the broader picture implications of this type of thing. And, you know, he's seeing what the SEC is doing. He's seen what the SEC has done with Ripple and other cryptocurrencies and Coinbase and, you know, other exchanges. And they're basically going after everyone. They have to essentially go after the entire market in this kind of guns a-blazing fashion, because the big banking guys that are associated with Gary Gensler, Robert Gensler, his twin brother that works for TD Bank, yeah, there's two of them. These guys have this idea that they are going to set up the cryptocurrency infrastructure for the United States, and the industry is fighting tooth and nail against this. So Charles is just pointing that out. A regulatory event where you have a debate about compliance with a law or guidance. This event seems to be a political, philosophical disagreement with the very existence of cryptocurrencies and what they represent. An unelected group of people have decided that concepts like self-sovereignty, identity, owning your own wallet, and the freedom to control your economic agency should be removed from the masses and given to the enlightened few. Honestly, what is happening isn't anything new. It's always the same fight between freedom and authoritarianism, just with different players, technology, and words. It does seem like this event is a perfect opportunity for the entire industry to set aside its fragmented nature and unite for a common sense set of rules and guidelines that can prevent the United States from slipping into a dystopia that would make 1984 look like a vacation. Strong words there from Charles Hoskinson. I'll have more to say later, but we'll close with we are going to be fine. Everything's all right and the future is bright for the industry. So, I mean, you know, especially if you purchased your cryptocurrency a few years ago, we are going to be fine in this, guys. And, you know, these are the teething pains. Money is going to come into this asset class, but they have to choke us out first. They have to make sure that only accredited investors can get into this. But we're not relinquishing our cryptocurrencies. Again, to me, I look at this as news to shake us out. And I mean, yeah, they've shook some of us out, but the hardcore retail players are going to hodl strong. Ashley Prosper here with this. I imagine the Ripple case concludes on a day like today, not necessarily today, where the market is down and people are desperately looking for somewhere to put their investment that won't be affected by the SEC. It would be a perfect FOMO storm. Low prices plus clarity equals the God candle, the God of all candles. So, I mean, yeah, we're waiting. Again, XRP trading right now at about 51 cents, just under 51 cents. The market really hasn't come down. The market has rebounded a little bit. A good opportunity to cost average down and to get into those trades that we're going to hold for that mega pump up. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.